decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature.
figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can't ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond a shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow of doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground so we can fly again, so we can fly again. I've been trying hard not to go out of my mind, and all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. And you can lift me off the ground so we can fly again, so we can fly again.
strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Simplay Motorsport. My name's Dan Davis. Hopefully a little bit later on, Nikki will be joining me in the commentary box. But yeah, we are here at the Prince of Palati. We have 16 drivers and yeah, already the scenes have been set here. It's raining here in Monaco. The one thing most of the drivers did not want happening. And we are underway in the wet. Wow. Funny enough, a group of us were just sitting and talking and possibly the rain lingering. We haven't had a wet race in F1, but here we are. PN Motorsport, first man out in the wet conditions, and probably the best thing for it, because apparently, according to Matt's telemetry, it's meant to be getting wetter. So a thunderstorm towards the end of qualifying, but nonetheless, we have rain here at Monaco. Wow, this could shake things up. But hello, welcome everyone to the channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I think this is probably going to be the most hectic race yet here at Simplay Motorsport. If you're a part of the Simplay Motorsport channel as well, Gary's out of the session already. Yeah, if you have been paying attention to the Simplay Facebook page, we had a poll out of how many cars would make it to the end. Can we represent what happened a couple of years ago in Formula 1 where Olivier Parnis, was it? I believe took the race win. Someone in the comments will be able to tell me he took the race win and only 3 cars finished that race. But nonetheless, Gary 131 will be starting last, 16th place. He is out of the session already. PN Motorsport, the first man to be testing these conditions as he comes up to turn 1, turns in, and he's on the extreme wets. This is how wet it is here. But while the guys are doing their early laps here, I will tell you the championship standings at this precise stage. It's Matimovic who leads the way with 68 points ahead of a Mazda on 38 behind on 30 points. Then at third place is D Biggs on 27 points, level with Green Pie in 4th place. 5th place is the man who's crashed out already. It's Gary 131 with 23 points, and KLF 900 is in 6th place on 19 points. The Mutts Nuts in 7th on 18 points, with Emo Guy matching him as well on 18 points in 8th place, with DJ Phil in 9th with 17 points. Sport in 10th place with 14 points, Sutty in 11th with 12 points, Monkey Boy in 12th with 10 points, 13th is Goten Duffin on 8 points, Fury 14 with 8 points to his name, Lucas Roth, who we no longer have no more, 15th will be replaced, 16th is Leon Fernie with 1 point, and that is your championship standings at this precise stage for the drivers. For the teams, it is Aston Martin who leads the way with 91 points, 43 ahead of Williams with 48 for them, and third place is Alpine with 45 points and 64 points behind. In 4th place is the Haas, matching the Alpines in 4th place position. The McLaren duo of Fury and Kelly in 5th place, 27 points, with Red Bull with 17 points in 6th, Ferrari with 7 points, in the 7th place with 15 points. AlphaTauri in 8th with 10 points. 9 points for Mercedes, and still to score or even appear is Alfa Romeo. And already PN Motorsport setting the pace, as we do have a yellow flag in Sector 2. And guys, get used to seeing those yellow flags, because get used to seeing those yellow flags, as we might have a few cars going off here. Let's move away from PN. Let's see who else is on a lap time. D Biggs coming through the final sector. The Mutts Nuts goes into a second place of position right now. Oh, as we see there, DJ Phil and the Mutts Nuts come together. They're stuck at the bottom of the hill. They need to get it going as quickly as they can. The Mutts Nuts lost his wing. That's Arjun coming up into third. There's chaos already down the second straight. As the Mutts Nuts with damage, Argent wasn't able to set a decent lap time then. Monkey Boy is coming out. Sorry about that. So it is PN Motorsport who's currently on pole position, with the Mutts Nuts in second, Bryn in third, and Argent currently in fourth. The only ones to set a representative lap time at this precise stage. So I'm just sorting this out a minute. But a couple of comments, guys, coming in. Yeah, I'm going to be very busy tonight, Sati. Very, very busy. As Leon Verdi's given a 5-place grid penalty for collision with DJ Phil. So where is that going on there? DJ Phil is in the swimming pool, sector 1. There's going to be all sorts of carnage. No one's going to be able to get a decent lap time in at this precise stage. We've got a yellow flag. That's the Mutts Nuts going in. This is Matt Imovic. What lap time can he do? This is going to be complete and utter chaos. Matt starting a lap here at Monaco, in the way, up into turn 1 we go. And it's very tricky conditions. The curbs are going to be absolutely lethal as we now go into turn 1, up the hill. And you can just hear Matt changing gear really early with these heavy conditions coming up, as he then comes up into turn 2 as he starts to make his way to the casino square. Touches the curb, the car becomes loose here, he gets it turned in, and then towards the downhill braking zone of turn 4. This is where Nico Rosberg dropped it down into the service road and took pole position in Monaco. As they come down into the slow hairpin, there is a yellow flag here. It's green flag now, so Matt is able to push a little bit harder, but he's being careful right now through down the hill, underneath the bridge, towards the tunnel. This is going to be strange for them, because as they go through the tunnel, it's going to be dry through here. The car's going to feel a little bit weird. There's a car in the way of Mazda. He stays to the left, the Williams out of the way, and then down into the heavy braking zone. Can he get it turned in? The car looking like it's doing everything that Matt's asking him to do. He's just being cautious. Little wheel spin there to come through the quick left-hander towards the swimming pool now. That's where Maldonado dropped it. There's been multiple incidents here in the swimming pool in the past. Matt goes through there with ease into the famous spot where Rosberg Verstappen put it into wall, and then the final few corners, Michael Schumacher holding up Fernando Alonso, stopping him from taking pole position in 2005 into the final corner, down the main straight. Matt Imovic, his first lap here. Oh, he nearly drops it, trying to put the power down, but towards the line. Where does that put him? It puts him third. So PN Motorsport, with that early lap advantage, is still fastest. What can these guys do? As KLF with no front wing, still struggling a little bit there. He'll have to come back to the pits. And this is the problem. These guys can't just, in project cars, they can't just press the button and return to the pits. They have to do the whole lap with the damage. Another lap time coming in. I believe that was Leon Fernie. Yes, he got a lap time in. He's now into 32.6s. The problem is the conditions are getting wetter and wetter. So the guys will have to get a lap together. D Biggs going through the tunnel. This is his lap time. This is going to be absolute chaos. I don't know either about the weather for as there's a yellow flag in sector. You can just hear Biggs is just having to be so cautious. Where is the map? As we've lost Emo Guy and Leon Fernie there in the hairpin is where we've lost them. A couple of guys coming into the pits. This is D Biggs, my teammate for Thursday night, is coming through the final sector now. What is this lap time going to be? A 5-place grid penalty for Smithy. And across the line, D Biggs goes 8th. The conditions are just getting worse out there as we got a Red Bull struggling. Is it a Red Bull? I'm not quite sure. Might be Emo guy up the hill. No. It might be yes, it's the Mutts Nuts currently in 2nd place, and in this rain, PN Motorsport's on pole at this rate. As I've got match stream on just next to me as well, so I can see what the weather is doing for later on. And PN Motorsport, and they said, oh gosh, it's tough in the wet. But PN, mate, you're on pole position at this stage. Argent currently 6th. The guys who haven't put a lap time together, they're not going to get a good qualifying spot, because as it gets wetter here, the conditions will not improve. They'll just get worse and worse. Emo guy has left the session for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe he's got internet issues, but he should be able to get back in. Unlike Project Cars, if you leave the session, you should be able to get back in and retake over. The AI will take over for you. But currently, no one on a decent lap time as Fury goes through the first corner, and he now sets a lap time. As Fury trying to negotiate his way through the casino. So far, the most drivers we've had this season, and so happens to be at Monaco. As Fury goes down the hill, there's a yellow flag in sector. What? Oh my God! There's a Mercedes off. Is that Bryn? Yes, that is Bryn. Fury was purple sector 1, and Bryn is just all over the shot there. Fury purple sector 1. Can he be purple sector 2? He's just being super cautious. That's all he needs to do. Tiptoe his way around the track as he goes through the tunnel. And Fury down into the beautiful scenery of the yacht. Says there's a yellow flag. That's obviously Bryn's struck him and say, oh, Fury, keep it together. He nearly put it in the wall there. Fury close to the wall. He does not want to damage his front wing. He needs to put a lap time together. Flying through the swimming pool. Jumps over the curb. Is this finally a lap time from Fury? He wasn't purple sector 2. He was purple sector 1. What is this lap going to give him? A couple of guys on their out laps as well. So Fury exiting the final corner. What can he do here? Not as much wheel spin as Matt, but towards the line. Fury goes 8th place. The conditions aren't improving. So at this precise stage, PN Motorsport is going to get his first pole position and Ferrari's first pole position. Matt in 3rd place at this precise stage, and he misses the chicane. This race is going to be absolutely chaotic, guys. Make sure you get your votes in on who you think is going to be driver of the day, who's going to win this race. And another prediction I'm going to put in, how many safety cars are going to happen tonight. That's one of them. Sutty in the comments saying, come on, KLF, do us proud. KLF still yet set a lap time. We do have a new driver with us for the AlphaTauri team, which is A Smithy 180, and he's actually Smithy's brother. And yeah, nice to see him here. He's doing alright at the minute. He's currently 10th place as he completely annihilates his wing. And Fury goes through here, and he's trying to set a better lap time. The Mutts Nuts. Okay, we're starting to see times come down. D Biggs going into 2nd place position now. Monkey Boy in 3rd. The Mutts Nuts currently in 4th. As Mazda now goes up into that 6th place position. Who's coming through the final sector now? It is Fury. With a big twitch there. Who's purple sector 2? I believe that is Fury. So he's on purple sectors right now. Final corner. PN Motorsport's pole might be taken away at this stage. Safety car going to win this race for sure. Driver of the day, the safety car. But Fury takes pole position. He's taking it away at 27.8. Track is improving now. Neon Fernie is... Oh, sorry. PN Motorsport exiting the pits as there's a red flag. Nope, sorry. That's the Mutts Nuts purple in sector 2. He's then next to come towards the line. I believe D Biggs is behind him. Yes, he is, and he's opted into the pit. So the Mutts Nuts purple in sector 2. Is he going to improve? He goes 3rd, not quite pole position. Matt into the final sector, not purple in sector 2. Has he found enough time? That's the question. to go a little bit higher, currently being out-qualified by Monkey Boy, D-Bigs, the Mutts Nuts, PM Motorsport and Fury. Fury still holding the positional pole position, but Matt goes pole with a 26.0. Good lap from him. So who's that coming down the final sector? I believe that is Mazda. Purple sector, middle sector. So Mazda, can he take pole position now away with the last 4 minutes of this session? Guys, we need to get out there and get some lap times in. Mazda goes third. We have a Mercedes coming through. That is Bryn at this precise stage, and Fury as well coming up behind him. Fury's then the next man. Let's go on board with Fury. Has he improved? He hangs it sideways. He's opted him to pit. That's PN Motorsport on his outlap. So what can he do? PM Motorsport obviously starting his lap here. We had a yellow flag in the middle sector. That might have been the Mutts Nuts really pushing the limit here. He's coming through the final few sectors now. DJ Phil on a lap time. He's coming through the final sector. Can he improve? As Emo Guy is on an outlap, I believe, behind him. DJ Phil goes to ninth, and Emo Guy was then the next car. The Mutts Nuts is the next car, and he's lost the front wing. He clips the final corner. And he does good. He stays in 5th place. PM Motorsport still hanging in there with a top 4. Yellow flag in the final sector. Who is that? That looks like Matt. Oh, Matt slowing down to get some space. As Argent crosses the line to improve his lap time. Who is then next to come towards the line? It is Mazda in the final hairpin. Guys, this is going to be an epic race. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Mazda's into the pits. The only one left out there that's on the lap is Bryn. He's in the wall. The next man behind him is oh, that's the Mutts Nuts stuck in the wall, and he can't get out of it. He's got to clear it as quickly as he can, and he does so. But PN Motorsport coming through the final few sectors now. Sector 2, there's a yellow flag, and I believe that is for the Mutts Nuts, who is stuck in the wall. Mummy D reckons there's going to be 5 safety cars. We won't tell, says... we won't tell, says Sutty. Green Pie's in the comments saying just popping in to say hi. Out on a date with a girlfriend, so he's going to lose out on points here tonight. And to be honest, if I was these guys, I'd be getting out and trying to set as many lap times as I possibly can. There is a stricken car in the middle sector. Not sure who that is. That's the Mutts Nuts. He is out of this session, so he can't improve. KLF 900 in the middle. He's not out. He's not going out. So kindly right now, Kelly with no lap time on the board. As we see a spinning Argent, this is going to ruin Matt's lap. As Matt is sitting there waiting for Argent to move. And now Matt's hit the wall. Everyone's just dropping it here. The next car to come through that sector is Fury. Matt's opting to go to the pits. And that's his session done. Fury is session done as well because he's got no front wing. So I don't think he's going to improve. Matt is done. Fury done. I think he's in the pits. Yes, Fury is done for the session. Mazda really the only man who can threaten for pole position. My hat's got to go off to PN Motorsport. What an early lap that he done. Really set the pace here. But as we see, Bryn is in the middle of the track. He's trying to get it facing the right way. Oh, there's cars coming. And DJ Phil just drives into the back of him. Nicely done, DJ Phil. As Bryn will now get a penalty for that, which is not really fair. But Bryn has retired from the session, so he will start in 9th place position. D-Biggs crosses the line. Does he improve? No, he's on his last lap. Emo Guy, does he improve? Yes, he does. He goes up into 3rd place position. But Biggs has dropped it into turn 1. Biggs will not improve. He will start in 7th place position unless some of the other guys can improve. Mazda's down at this stage, and he's just dropped the rear a little bit, and Mazda will not improve. He is done. Emo Guy on his last lap. D Biggs, his session is done. Argent on his last lap, and Smith on his last lap as well. So at this precise stage, no, and Argent's dropped it and put it in the wall. So Argent has lost it out there. So we've got A Smith still left to finish his lap time in the AlphaTauri, currently the slowest of the group, who set a lap time. Oh, he's had a big moment and he's clipped the wall. That will be his session done. So only one man left. Emo Guy has retired from the session, so he's done. And then there's a crash. What a dramatic end to qualifying. Oh my god. Oh dear, that didn't go to plan, says Gary. Jamie Brazy says absolute carnage. Yep, guys, absolute carnage here at Monaco. Rain has come. I'm not sure about the race, but nonetheless, I don't know what to say about that. That's tricky conditions. Absolutely tricky conditions as Smith comes towards the line to finish his lap time. As I can't see Matt's info right now, for some reason it's not updating. You owe me a new rug, Gary. Got coffee all over it. Nice comment there from Sutty, but it is Matimovic who starts on pole position with Fury in second. Emo Guy will start third. Dennis Mazda in fourth. Fifth is PM Motorsport. Great qualifying session from him. Sixth, the Mutsnut. Seventh is Biggs. Eighth is Monkey Boy. Ninth would have been Bryn, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty. DJ Phil will then move to ninth. Leon Fernie in 11th. 12th is Argent. 13th is Smithy, but they'll all move up a space because of the contacts through that. KLF 900 will start in 14th. 15th is Guten Duffin, and then Go 10 Duffin, and then Gary 131 at the back of the pack. But like I said, Smith will go down 5, and a few others will go down 5 as well. So Sutty's still laughing at the fact that Gary dropped it a lap 1. So not good. Guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified as well for when we are live. And it is dry at this precise stage, but is there rain on the way? That is the question. I'm still trying to figure out through a match stream if there is rain on the way. Nope, it's a completely dry race. So all these guys would have changed their setups for the race to make sure that they can get through qualifying. Now, obviously, due to the rules of F1, they're stuck with that downforce. So if they've gone full downforce, then that's their fault. But nonetheless, we're about to get underway here for the 4th round of the season. Matimovic on pole with Fury alongside him. What chaos is going to come our way as they go on to their formation lap? Like I said, guys, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So it is Matimovic who's on pole position. Fury will start second. Third is Emo Guy. 4th goes the way of Mazda. 5th is PN Motorsport. 6th is the Mutsnut. 7th is the Biggs. 8th is Monkey Boy. 9th is a DJ Phil. 10th is Argent. 11th would have been KLF 900. 12th would have been Bryn, but they're disqualified from the formation lap, so they'll still be able to race, but they just won't be able to go around and do the formation lap. 13th is Go 10 Duffin. 14th is Gary 131, who does his usual absolutely launch it on the formation lap. Leon Fernie will start 15th, and 16th will be A Smith, as these guys have all just come to a stop, and Gary's hanging it sideways like he does. And oh, I like this news. Simplay Motorsport has added a poll here. How many drivers will finish the race? 16, 10, 5 or 0? Get your votes in. I'm going to go for 10 plus. 5 people. 67% of you reckon 5 plus. That's absolutely brilliant. We'll keep that up. That's a great little feature there, guys. Get your votes in on how many you think will finish. Currently 9 votes, and at this rate, Go 10 Duffin is the only one at the back of the pack who's able to finish this formation lap. I don't even Gary, who's been drifting his way around, is not able to finish this formation lap. So guys, get your votes in on the poll on who you think, how many is going to finish this race, as they're all parked up here ready to go. We're about to get underway here, guys, and it's Matimovic back again on pole position. The wet weather has really changed up the qualifying here, but it is Matt resuming his ways back on pole. Fury in second, Emo Guy third, Mazda in fourth. Those two will want to try and get a decent start as we go into turn 1. The Principality here at Simplay Motorsport. Monaco is about to get underway. Lights come on, reds rise, and we're away here in Monaco. Fury gets a decent start, but Matt has the cover of the inside. Mazda not the best start as we go into turn 1, and we'll get through. Smith has gone round. He's going to have to probably wait to get through, but most of the guys get through turn 1 relatively clean with no contact, no damage, and DJ Phil dropping to the back of the pack. Gary having to make his way through as quickly as he possibly can, as there's a yellow flag in sector 3, and that's Go 10 Duffy doesn't even start go away So Goten Duffin out of the session already, with Smith with damage, as we've got a few guys going through that sector there, and yeah, a couple of guys dropping a little bit, but it's very difficult to overtake here at Monaco. But Matt Timovic, with the start that he wanted, is away. With Fury in second, and Emo Guy right behind him. Mazda will want to try and stick to the back of the leaders as well and try and claw some points back, some rounds he has missed. I think it was just Imola that he's missed, but Fury will want to get his first race win here at Monaco, but Emo Guy is right behind him, his teammate for the Pro Series in the Mercedes. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Who is that for? DJ Phil and Leon Fernie, as Leon Fernie is staying ahead of DJ Phil at this precise stage. And looks like we have a yellow flag in the final sector again. That's Leon Fernie just struggling, probably a little bit of wing damage. Brent in 12th place position, but Matt leads the way. Oh, we see a spinning car in the background. That was Biggs trying to make a move on the back of the Mutts Nuts, but once these tyres get spun up, it's very difficult for him to get the cool down again. PN right behind Biggs now. Can he find a way past? Biggs there, just able to stay in front as PN Motorsport has a little bit of oversteer moment. Understeer moment there as he was heading towards the wall, but he still stays in touch of Biggs. How is Gary getting on in 11th place? He's slowly picking his way through. Obviously, with a wet qualifying session, these guys were able to pick what tyres they wanted to go for. So they've all pretty much gone for softs. I forgot to put that on. I need to get that information. So tyres is pretty much the whole top of the grid have gone for the mediums, and Smith has gone for the hards, as Leon Fernie drops to the back of the pack. We go back to this fight. Argent, KLF, Monkey Boy, all these guys. Argent currently holding up the pack right now. To go through the swimming pool. Such a good shot that one is. Love that shot. And Gary's stuck behind all these guys right now and is unable to find a way through. And Matt Timovic sets the fastest lap of the race on the medium tyre. Peaceful's stepdad in the comments saying go everyone, as Gary's made a mistake there, or as he's got his way past the, yeah, it looks like he had a mistake, or Monkey Boy had a mistake, and Gary has managed to find his way past, and Bryn has as well. But KLF still trying to stick to the back of Argent, as there's a yellow flag in Sector 2 now, and that is for Leon Fernie, who's struggling on the softs. We go back to the leaders. D Biggs has brought the gap down to the Mutts Nuts, gives him a little love tap on the rear, but nothing much more he can do there. There's a yellow flag and KLF has dropped it. He's in the wall and he is out of this race. So KLF 900 in the final few sectors there has dropped it and put it in the wall. There he is, out of this race. Leon Fernie back in the pits once again, but Matt still leads this race. I'm surprised the safety car hasn't been deployed, as Fury has now extended his gap to Emo Guy. Now Mazda's starting to give Emo Guy a little bit of pressure, and Emo Guy looking all over the place to try and find a way past his teammate. Matt just extends his lead. Fury goes quicker that lap actually, so Fury's starting to find a little bit of pace here. As PM Motorsport into the pits, has he got front wing damage? That's the question, and looks like he does, so he is in the pits. Oh, Biggs running a bit deep into the casino square, and he's right on the back of the Mutts Nuts. Can he find a way down? That is the question. That's 2 down, says JB Brazy. 2 is out the way. KLF and Goten Duffin both out of this race. Surprisingly, more cars still going and no safety car as of yet. I heard a wheel spin in the background. I don't know who that was. That's Leon Fernie, who's just been lapped by these guys. But Fury's brought that gap down to Matt. So Fury has been weaving his way slowly to the back of Matt, and he's dragged Emo Guy with him. Also, he's got Mazda not too far behind as well. So Mazda needs to claw some points back on Matt, and Matt has got pressure of Fury. Fury bringing the pressure to Matt. But Fury's very good at attacking, but when he gets put under pressure, he's unable to do anything with it. He gets right onto the back there, as we've lost Bryn now. We've lost Bryn from the session. Fury looking to the outside. He's going to get the job done on Matt with DRS. He goes around the outside. Can he get the job done? Matt pushes his way through, but Fury gets the job done. Beautiful stuff into turn 1, around the outside of Matt Timovic, and Matt loses a place to Fury. Fury now leads the Monaco Grand Prix. We'll go further back so we can see what has happened to, and looks like, I'm not sure what's happened to Bryn. He's look how he's a disconnection of some sort. But it's Fury who leads the race now, with Emo Guy breathing down Matt's neck. This isn't going Matt's way so far. Brilliant stuff from Fury. What a move right round the outside of turn 1. Now he is going to be vulnerable as they go down the main straight with the DRS again, but he has got Emo Guy breathing down their neck. Mazda's lost time to these guys. He's not been able to stick with them. But Mazda, as Matt takes a lot of curb there. Looks like he almost cut the corner there. But Fury under massive pressure here from Matt Imovic. Another yellow flag. Who is that for? That's D Biggs. He's now out of the race. And Leon Fernie's retired. We have a safety car here. We have a safety car. The first safety car of the night. As we got 14 more votes in for our poll. And let's have a look here. So 57% of you reckon that 5 and plus will finish this race. And at this stage, Fury has the lead of the race. The first time the McLaren has led this season, I believe. But Fury leads this race. Brilliant overtaking to turn 1. What a move from him. Smithy says, come on, little Smith. And he's currently moving his way up ever so slowly. We have currently the Mazda and the Mutts Nuts both in, and they timed that pretty well because the Mutts Nuts came in as Mazda was coming out. So D Biggs in the comments saying, well done. I'm not sure who he's referring to there. Well done, Mutts Nuts, pushing me into a wall. So obviously Biggs not too happy about that one. If you do have any want to any stewards inquiries, please send them towards myself or to Mike or PS4, as most people know. We are the stewards for the F1, and we will have a look at any incidences there. So Biggs, if you want to put that in, then send it towards our way and we will have a look. But your top three, your top running now is Fury in the lead of this race, with Matt in second. Third is Emo Guy. Fourth is Argent, staying out of trouble, and on the hards he's managed to get himself up into 4th place position. 5th is Mazda. 6th is the Mutts Nuts. 7th is Monkey Boy, with his new teammate of A Smith, Little Smithy, in 8th place position on the hards. DJ Phil in 9th. 10th is PN Motorsports, and 11th is Gary 131. Not the start he would have wanted. A very busy weekend, Smithy. Been good weekend though. How was yours? Sutty in the comments, unlucky. Dom, you get to watch it with us now. Get to watch the absolute carnage as we guys go on to another lap here. And like I said, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified. We have our first safety car of the night. We got 15 votes in now. Is it still the way of 5 plus? Let's have a look, see here as I've just scrolled down. 60% of you say that 5 plus will finish, 13% for 10 plus, 16, well, that's gone out the question now, and 13% of you say none of them will finish this race. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Little Smith in 8th place. Yeah, he's doing a good job here. He's currently in the pits. He's timed that pretty well as well. His teammate leaves as he enters. He looks like he's getting a new front wing and a fresh set of mediums. As now Gary moves up into 9th place. He's jumped the 2 AlphaTauris. PN Motorsport's done his pit stop as well. DJ Phil in that 7th place position, as the Mutts Nuts now catches on to the back of the pack. Sam Hart saying, Biggs, Smith, do it for Ha. Okay, not quite sure what you meant by that. Yes boy, that's the way. Fury keeps stopping and starting. Fury's mum tell him to be more careful. For Fury, if you're doing that, then just chill out a minute. you are the leading car, so you do control the pace here, and you do not want to be just stopping and starting, because everyone else will have to react to your reactions and could cause penalties and damage that are just not worth. So regarding points again, Mercedes aren't going to score any points once again. Alpine, sorry, are going to lose points as well, as Biggs is out of this race. Ferrari as well, and McLaren with KLF 900 not being able to score points. But Fury leads this race. in the McLaren. In second place is the Aston Martin of Matt Imovic. In third is Emo Guy. Fourth is the Haas of Argent. Fifth is Mazda in the Williams. Sixth is the other Williams of the Mutts Nuts. And seventh is the Ferrari of PN Motorsport. Then we go back to the other Aston Martin, a Gary 131, slowly working his way up into 8th place position. 9th in the AlphaTauri is Monkey Boy, and 10th is A Smith, Little Smith, in 10th position in the AlphaTauri, and DJ Phil in the Red Bull at the back of the pack. So guys, remember, get your votes in who you think will be a driver of the day later on. And who you think is going to take this win. Fury in a very solid spot. Remember, here in Monaco it's very difficult to overtake, and yeah, here in Monaco it's all about track position, and no better person with track position right now is Fury, who is leading this race. And reminder guys, make sure you tune in to this week, as the GT3s will be returning midweek. Wednesday will be the Pro-Ams and Thursday will be the Pro. It's looking like a glorious day for the Pro-Ams by the looks of the weather in Japan, in Fuji. But the Pros, on the other hand, oh my god. If any of you watched the Race of Champions this evening, pretty much that's the same weather that's heading our way at Fuji. Bit of snow and a bit of rain. So the Pros will have their work cut out. And make sure you tune in to the 19th of February. It's the second round of the World Endurance Championship. We head to Monza, of 6 hours of Monza. LMP2s and GTs will return to the grid. Can I stop Ben Parkey from extending his lead in the LMP2s? Can Mazda get more points over Andy? This is the question for them, as they've had a bit of time to practice and get it underway. Fury's mum saying, we are indeed in different rooms. I don't go near him when he's racing. He usually has a stream going, so he would have heard Dan read that message. With Matt, no. There's a couple more comments coming in. Monkey Boy with a 5-second penalty with collision with Gary 131, and Gary's gone up a place, so maybe Monkey Boy's dropped it. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure what's happened there. One of the two has dropped it, as my chair keeps sliding away. I don't want that. Apologies if you can hear the chair making horrible noises. But hopefully we will get the safety car ending very shortly as Fury comes through the boat section there. Beautiful track here in Monaco. Absolutely glorious. I'm trying to last until next safety car. Haha, says Gary. But safety car is in this lap. Fury now takes the pace here. When does he choose to go? The last corner is probably his best bet. He's not going too quickly, as Matt is right behind him. He'll want to get this race underway as quickly as he possibly can and try and get the jump on Fury. And Fury's gone. Fury carries on the race here on lap 9 here of Simplay Motorsport Monaco Grand Prix as we go into turn 1. Matt right onto the back of the McLaren as we see them go up into turn 1, but Mazda's putting pressure on Argent right now in the Haas, trying to go up the hill and try and look to the inside. He's here, left, right, all over the back of him, but he's unable to find a way through. It's very difficult to pass here at Monaco. Gary's sitting on the back of these guys as well, so Gary want to try and make a move, but the PN the Mutts Nuts there just struggling with turning there and is unable to do anything about it. But we go back to the front and Matt is literally pushing Fury around the hairpin. That's not going to be doing Matt's nose any good as Matt goes through towards the tunnel now, and he's trying to get a better run on Fury, but Fury has covered him off. This is what I mean, it's difficult to pass here in Monaco, and Fury's move earlier on was absolutely brilliant to go right around the outside of Matt to get the job done. Fury staying with track low. It's Matt pushing the limits there, and Fury's able to stay in front. Mazda has gone in front of Argent. Argent's made a mistake somewhere, so Mazda's now up a place. Is there any front wing damage? I'm not quite sure. Mazda looks fine. As they go through the quick section, Gary will want to stick to the back of these as quickly as he can and try and clear them as quickly as he can so he can help his teammate Matt out. But Fury carries on leading this race with Matt in second. Emo Guy just sticking to the back of him, and now Mazda can chase down the leaders. Mazda with a fresh set of tyres will be able to go longer than the guys in front and will have superior grip over them. But again, it's all about track position, and the king of track position right now is Fury. Matt with a snap as he comes up into Casino Square. as they come down the hill as well. Fury really trying to do his absolute best to stay in front. Sometimes to win this race is not to be the fastest, but to be on the track the longest. Monaco is usually the slowest race of the season. And Emo Guy looking to try and get a bit of the action as well. If one of these two make a mistake, he is in the ball seat to make that opportunity. Monkey Boy sticking to the back of Gary now. So can Gary get ahead of the cars in front? The problem is he's got the nuts on the softs, so he's got decent pace at this stage, but he can't clear Argent, who's on 10-lap-old hards. So it's difficult. All these guys on different strategies, mediums, hards, softs, all around, as the nuts really trying his best, and Monkey Boy just in the background with that penalty to his name. Argent trying his absolute best to get through the traffic as quickly as he possibly can. Look at the beautiful scenery here as Matt and Fury are trading lap times. PM Motorsport just at the back after a brilliant qualifying session in the wet is losing out here, but Matt is sticking to Fury. The top two has pulled away from Emo Guy. Emo Guy not quite got the pace as A. Smith is into the pits. I reckon he's got front wing damage, and PM Motorsport and DJ Phil go up a position. Fury down the hill now into the slow hairpin, and Matt only 7/10 behind. Matt will be absolutely kicking himself that Fury got the jump him in earlier on. Emo Guy right behind as well, and Mazda not too far behind. Mazda should be starting to bring that gap down to Emo Guy. As we see here, PM Motorsport with a bit of damage as they get really slow into the hairpin. Gary 131 is now onto the back of the Nuts, who has got front wing damage. Can he get a decent run out of the corner? That's the question. But the Nuts is going to be struggling to turn in. He will have to pit. Gary has to be exceedingly cautious with that Williams. It doesn't turn in. Gary looks to the insides, and he just clips the back of the Nuts. And he's not able to get a good run, a good traction to try and get past the Nuts. Gary probably doesn't know he has not got a front wing, or he probably has seen him do it, but look how slow he is through the casino to the swimming pool. And Gary is right onto the back of the Nuts. Into Rascas they go. And look how slow the Nuts is. Gary's losing time, hand over fist here, and he is finally through and is on his way. Both Gary and Monkey Boy move up a position as the Nuts is into the pits. DJ Phil into the pits as well. He's probably got front wing damage. Yes, he does. So he's into the pits. And A. Smith has got front wing damage as well. So as long as he keeps going, he will be good to score some points for AlphaTauri. But Fury and Matt are in a league of their own at the minute. 2-second gap to Emo Guy, who's not too far behind. So if either one of them make a mistake, he's able to benefit. Mazda in 4th place position. He's 3.3 off the back of Emo Guy and still technically in a fight for this race. Arjun a little bit further behind in 5th. He's just stayed out of trouble and gaining the points. And Gary's now clear in 6th place of the Nuts, with Monkey Boy trailing behind him in 7th. PN Motorsport currently in 8th. And the Nuts back up into 9th place. A safety car can really help the guys at the back. DJ Phil in 10th. And A. Smith in the pits for another front wing. But Matt is really starting to put the pressure on Fury. Can he find a way past that McLaren, or is he going to be looking at the back of that McLaren for the rest of this race? Obviously Matt with DRS, but he's probably gone for full downforce and is not able to do anything about it. Fury goes into turn 1. Can Fury gets his first win here? That is the question in F1. I would love to see a different winner. We've had 2 different winners this season, the Matt and Green Pies. Can we have another here at the Principality of Monaco? Gary's in the pits. I'm not sure why Gary's in the pits. Front wing by the looks of things. So that's put PN Motorsport up a place and Monkey Boy. So, sorry, my drink went down the wrong hole there and I was really struggling to breathe for a second then. So much action here at Monaco. Fury's actually managed to make a bit of a gap to Matt Imovic there. So Matt has dropped a little bit of time. He's now near enough to, he's 1.6 off the back. I think I was just trying to clear the AlphaTauri. The Emo Guy's got an AlphaTauri between him and Matt now. So Matt, unless he's clipped the wall, yes he has, he's got front wing damage. So Matt with a bit of front wing damage is struggling with turning, and that's allowing Fury to disappear. Now does Matt pit? Yes he does. This is really going to affect his race now. He's going to have to do a lot of good laps here. Excuse me. I see my guy pits as well. Has he got front wing damage? Yes, he has a lot of front wing damage. That's put Mazda up in the 2nd. So your race leader is still Fury, with Mazda in 2nd now. Fury, mate, if you're listening to the stream right now, all I'm going to say is patience, my friend, patience. You are in the driver's seat. You have a good gap. Just take your time. As Mazda is in second, he'll want to try and get that gap down to a Fury. As Argent goes up the hill, he's now in third place position. Monkey Boy's up to fourth, and Matt exits the pit in. Oh, as we see there, PM Motorsport came around the corner, and Emo Guy got collected. He's in a dangerous position there. He'll need to get out of the way as quickly as he can. He's trying to do so, but Gary's coming through that sector relatively quickly here. Can he get out the way? He looks like he is, so Gary is going to avoid that car. But Emo Guy with no front wing, it's going to be very slow, and once again Gary's going to get held up by another car here. But he's obviously got front wing damage himself from earlier on. Fury leads this race though, with Mazda in second, Argent in third. Not quite the top three I was expecting, but nonetheless, this is what the great thing about Monaco is. It brings up different surprises every single time we come here. I thought lap delta would be good. Telemetry, no, that's kind of pointless. So penalties, the only one with penalty at the minute is Monkey Boy with 5-second penalty. Stops so far, who's on the most stop? A Smith with 4 stops at the minute. Most of the other guys have done 3 stops. Fury and Argent still yet to make a stop. And there are your position changes as well, but we'll go back to the tyre usage. That's the most sensible one that we want to see. And Fury not really extending his gap now. He's actually losing a little bit of time to Mazda now. Mazda's starting to bring that gap down ever so slightly. As I say that, they come through the slow section, so Fury actually gains a little bit of time there. Monkey Boy is on the back of Matt here. Matt opting to go to the hard tyre. Can Monkey Boy bring that gap down to Matt and give him a bit of a headache here? Send it down the inside. Come on, Monkey Boy. Do a send it on Matt. Put Matt in his place. Or he clips the wall there. Not quite the send it that I meant, but okay. But Monkey Boy, he's got PN Motorsport also right behind him. And Gary's not too far behind. Well, I'll say 20 seconds behind. So this is your closest fight on track. PN Motorsport looking to try and find a way past a Monkey Boy, and I know PN Motorsport will be streaming on his end. I believe he's streaming on Twitch, so head over to PN Motorsport's Twitch account to see his point of view. Also, Mate Himovic will also be streaming on his point of view as well, so have a look on his, the Gaming Welshman 5 on Twitch, to see his perspective of this race and reactions. I believe he's in a party of many people as well, so he'll be able to scream and shout at them. But right now, it's still PN Motorsport who's trying to find a way past Monkey Boy. As A Smith has got down the inside of DJ Phil there, and he gets the job done. The AlphaTauri passes the Red Bull for 10th place, the last point position for him. So it's all about survival here, and DJ Phil still surviving there in 11th place position, has lost out to the AlphaTauri. But we go back to this fight between PN Motorsport and Monkey Boy. Can PN Motorsport find a way past the other AlphaTauri and gain more time? That is the question, as Sati in the comments says, yes, Monkey Boy, send it! He actually lost time to Matt, and Matt's way up the road and trying to find a way past Argent now. So this is going to be interesting, as we've got a yellow flag in the final sector. Who is that? That is Emo Guy, I believe, just coming into the pits. But Matt is now up into third. That was relatively easy. Did Argent just let him go by? We've missed that. So that was an easy pass for Matt there. One less car to worry about. So can Matt bring that gap down to the leaders? He's currently 20 seconds behind Mazda. And then he's a further 25 seconds behind Fury. So it's going to be interesting how Matt deals with this situation now. But Fury still leads this race. His car looking relatively clean, and he just needs to stay away from the walls. He's doing some decent lap times, and is keeping Mazda behind him, who's coming through the tunnel. As Monkey Boy has now caught the back of Argent. Has Argent got front wing damage? That's why Matt probably passed him so easy. This is going to bunch these guys up. PN Motorsport will want to try and make a move as well. As you can see, Monkey Boy really gets onto the back of Argent, gives him a slight tap into the hairpin, but as there's slow speeds there, they can probably get away with that. But Monkey Boy looking for every opportunity to find a way past that Haas, and he's looking left, looking right. Can he find any way through? That is the question. Oh, as Argent loses the front wing even more there. And this is going to give Monkey Boy an opportunity, and Argent just goes straight on, and that's going to allow him and PN Motorsport through. Argent doing the sensible thing and just moving to one side. So great stuff from him. As we still got 10 plus drivers at the minute, guys. So at the minute, my prediction has worked quite well. As Mazda going through the casino square and is still not being able to catch Fury very much. Fury has now caught traffic of the Mutts Nuts, I believe. Yes, the Mutts Nuts. So he is dealing with that. As PM Motorsport is in for another front wing. F1 is going to be spending so much money on front wings here. Can we see a tyre wear stats stand? I don't think we can. Telemetry. No. I can leave the telemetry on, see if that helps, but tyre wear we don't have. The only tyre wear we have is that tyre, so the amount of laps they've done. And at this precise stage, Fury with 18 laps worth of tyre wear. As PM Motorsport says in the comments, my bad, I clipped you, says to Emo Guy. Apologising for that. I think, yeah, Emo Guy coming out of the pits, it was kind of in his duty to kind of stay out of the way. Gary, with all that incidents going on, is in 5th place position. Monkey Boy up into 4th now, so good points for them. As the Mutts Nuts is back in the pits once again, and he's leaving now. It's all about survival here at Monaco, and the one who's doing the best job of that so far is Fury. Matt's on for the win if you can make the hards last. That's very true. If the hards can last, he can go to the end, but it depends on the grip really. He's not setting blistering lap times as we have a yellow flag. PM Motorsport's in the wall. He's clipped that wall and has spun round. That's given Argent the position back for 6th place position. So PM Motorsport has now lost a little bit of time and positioning to the other drivers. But Fury looking very good for the win at this stage of the race, leading the way. He's just got to keep it clean and sensible at this precise stage. Mazda currently in 2nd place at the minute, outscoring Matt at this precise stage, who's got the Alpine of Emo Guy just behind him, who is a lap down, but he is on the softs, so he'll want to try and clear Matt as quickly as he possibly can. And we've also, with the rules here at Simplay Motorsport, well, in the game anyway, in the game you cannot lapped cars, so Emo Guy's got to do it the hard way and pass these guys and then get to the front and hope that the safety car holds everyone up a little bit. But at this stage there's no safety car coming out. What is the closest fight on track? It's currently Argent and PN Motorsport, but PN getting right out the way of Fury there. Brilliant job there from him. Didn't need to really lose that much time, I don't think, but fair play to PM Motorsport. He gets out of the way of the leader and allows Fury through. That gives Fury more of an opportunity to pull away, as Emo Guy is still right on the back of Matt, and he'll get frustrated because he knows he's faster. He's on the faster tyre and he needs to clear Matt as quickly as he possibly can. Matt will probably be stressed that the Alpine is right behind him and breathing down his neck, while at the same time these two are catching the Mutts Nuts. So he's going for that as Fury, the race leader, is into the pits. He's changing a front wing, so he's tapped the wall somewhere. It's going to be interesting. Matt is now coming through the swimming pool and Fury's gone. Fury's on the hard. Matt has lost massive amount of time to Fury. Fury coming through the final, going on the pit exit. Matt is only now at the final corner, and Fury, he needs to clear the Williams of the Mutts Nuts, and he'll be in front of that. The Mutts Nuts goes around the outside. Fury comes through the inside, and he does clear the Williams, but they're in the wall. They've hit the wall, and Fury's lost the race lead with making contact with a Williams. Has Fury sustained any front wing damage? No, he has no front wing damage, so he's got away with that. But the Mutts Nuts with front wing damage, that is not good for Fury. That is a race win possibly gone. He possibly should have just conceded to the Williams a little bit and allow him through. But nonetheless, Matt now retakes the net lead of this race, while Mazda is out front. Can he extend those mediums any further? Mazda, now the lead car, He needs to start pulling a gap over Matt and Fury. So obviously with the rules of a dry race, they have to run at least 2 different compounds here. One, they can run the medium or the soft, or they can run the hard and the soft, whatever combination they find is best suits for them. But look at Emo Guy behind Matt. He must be getting absolutely frustrated right now with seeing the back of that car. A. Smith into the pits. That's another position for Emo Guy. I've never seen so many pit stops at a Monaco race. As Jamie Brazy says, ooh, and Sutty Apex saying, no, Fury, so bad, so unlucky, bud. Fury is in, he's had front wing damage, so Fury will be absolutely fuming about that. He's now gone back to the medium tyre, so Fury into the pits. That's put Monkey Boy up into 3rd place. So Monkey Boy recovering, Argent still not quite there, but he's got Gary now breathing down his neck. So can Gary clear the Haas of Argent, as all these cars are now starting to spread out, and Argent trying to stay in front of Gary, and he's in the wall. Whoa, Argent with a massive hit in the final sector is into the wall. Is this going to bring out a safety car? This is the question, but Kieran Argent is out of this race, and Fury in the comments saying thanks Mutts Nuts for that. Yellow flag as we go into the final sector, but there's still no safety car. I don't get the safety car system here. I really don't. As Matt is really hanging it sideways, trying to keep Emo Guy behind him. But Emo Guy, as we see the yellow flags there of Argent's car, and we're now down to 10 drivers. Oh, Matt's no! Matt nearly dropping it there. That's allowed Emo Guy back through. So Matt finally allowing the Alpine through. That's gonna do him a world of good, really, because now he hasn't got that car in the way. But Fury, your early race leader, has dropped down to 4th place. He's now got to try and catch Monkey Boy. Fury must be absolutely fuming with the Williams of Mutts Nuts. But it is Mazda who leads this race, still on 18 laps old mediums, with Monkey Boy 17 lap old mediums, and he's going quite long as well. Doing a great little stint here is Monkey Boy, your ex-Pro-Am winner in season 2, I want to say. Yes, season 2. Season 2 Pro-Am winner in the GT3s. I had to remember then. Mazda leads the way, your current 24 hour of Daytona winner in the LMP class, with Matimovic who leads the F1 champion. That's Fury. Is that Fury? He's hit the wall. He's missed the corner. Has he got damage? I don't think he has. He's managed to find the escape route, and he's lost time. He's trying his best to catch up. And mate, if I was you, I'd just be taking it easy. Just calm down a little bit. As Argent says, the front's locked up 23 laps or more, and I thought I'd do. But sadly, Argent is out of the race. We still got 10 cars running here at Monaco. Who's going to be the next to come full of the walls here, as Monkey Boy has now come into the pits? Will Fury get that 3rd place? That is the question. Fury needs to score points here. He has been struggling to score points in other other F1 races, and he needs to do so here, as he's got Gary trying to hunt him down. But Gary's sounding very slow on the power there. As Fury now goes back up into 3rd place, Monkey Boy is exiting the pits. He's now going to the hards, so he can go along Sutty, get back into the rhythm. Fury, you've got this pace. So Fury, yeah, you just need to calm down a little bit, mate. There could be another safety car and you could be in for a shot. Gary, I thought he was slow, had front wing damage, so he's into the pits. With PM Motorsport, he's into the pits as well. A lot of guys with front wing damage, but Emo Guy absolutely flying right now. He did have Matt behind him, and he's complete. Oh, as Emo Guy has a big wiggle going through the final corner. A big wiggle there as Gary comes out of the pits, and now Emo Guy's back up into 5th place. So Gary has lost out to Emo Guy. So Aston Martin losing more points at this stage. And PM Motorsport exits the pits. Where's A. Smith? He's currently in 8th place position and a bit off the pace of the guys in front of him. The Mutts Nuts in 9th place position. Oh, PM Motorsport is in the wall. Oh, can he keep it out of the wall? He manages to do so. So close to losing the front wing once again. But Gary now is onto the back of Emo Guy after his pit stop. Smith saying, go on, little Smith, keep going. And it's all about survival. That's right, Smithy. Got to keep going to the end. 21 votes in now for how many's going to finish this race. And at the minute, we still got 10. So as we got 5 plus, 57% say 5 plus, 19% say 10 plus, 14% say 16. Well, that's not going to happen. And 10% of you reckon that it's going to be 0. As Gary's really pushing it here to try and catch Emo Guy, but they're on different tires, they're on different strategies right now, and I don't think Gary's going to stick to the back of Emo Guy. "78 laps here of the Monaco Grand Prix. Mazda coming down the hill now, and he's got a 21-second gap to Matt. And he's really making this tyre stint work at this stage. He's really trying to do as little pit stops as possible. Everyone else doing multiple pit stops. If you don't get front wing damage, you're pretty much going to be in a good position for most of this race. And Mazda's just doing everything he possibly can to keep his car clean. In second place is Matimovic. He's on the hards. He will struggle with tyre grip. Sorry guys, he has my temper. But anyway, Matt in second place on the hards. He can go for quite a while, but how long can he go on those hards? That's the question. With Fury in third place position, he's a little bit hot-headed right now, with a little bit of anger running through his veins, so he'll want to try and calm it down a little bit and try and regroup and come back. Hopefully a safety car will bring him back into this race. Fourth place is Monkey Boys. We do have a yellow flag, and it's A. Smith. A. Smith is out of this session. A yellow flag for him. So, and DJ Phil is in the pit. So, will we have another safety car? There's another car gone. No, we do not have a safety car. So, the yellow flag will stay out. And this is really hurting Mazda. He needs a safety car because that will give him a free pit stop. And the yellow flag has gone. And, yeah, Mazda not getting a safety car he probably would have wanted. But sadly, A. Smith is out of this race. He will score points. N-Dubs, the GOAT, do not race F1. I haven't raced F1 this season due to the fact that I was allowing this man to do a bit of racing, and Matt's obviously a lot better at F1 than I am. So I thought I'd give Matt the opportunity to race. I race the World Endurance while he races the F1, so we came to that deal. One of us has to commentate, and so Matt is the man to is the one to race, and I'm the one to commentate. But sadly, Little Smith is out of this race. DJ Phil will now go up into 9th place. Little Smith, absolute letdown, says Smithy. He still scores points though, Smithy. He gets 1 point out of that, so nonetheless, that's a good outing, especially the first round being Monaco. Not really the best round for him. But nonetheless, it's a good effort from him. He does score 1 point from that, so AlphaTauri does get another point. Always one brother better than the other. Oh, the Mutts Nuts is out now. The Mutts Nuts is out of this race. So we've lost another car. Is this going to be a safety car? No. Why is there not any safety cars? That's obvious safety car there. That's an obvious safety car, but there isn't one. The Mutts Nuts has left the session, and he's out of this race. DJ Phil will now go up into 8th place. Where are these safety cars? Normally there's safety cars all the time. There's this now green flag out of the tunnel. I don't understand this. I really don't. We are down to 8 drivers now, and Matt currently in second, trying to bring that gap down to Mazda. Mazda's still waiting for that safety car, I reckon. 23 lap old mediums. Well, Matt's on the hards, 14 laps, 24 laps. Mazda's gone ages on these mediums. Track position is key, and I reckon he's just hoping for another safety car or yellow flag. You want to be staying on the lead lap. Mazda is about to lap Monkey Boy. He's going to lap everybody up to 3rd place. So Mazda's really going for it. This is the benefit of not being caught out. We're down to 8 drivers here. Oh my god. And we're only on to lap 30 here. Oh my god, this is going to be a long night. So Monkey Boy coming down the hill now. Fury is going to be the next car that Mazda laps. Emo Guy up into 5th place now after all the retirements and damage. Gary's up in the 6th place position, with PM Motorsport in 7th and DJ Phil in 8th, bringing up the final few cars. And Matt is Matt cutting the chicane there, and he doesn't lift there. He doesn't give the time back. Obviously the game tells you if you need to or not, and Matt really pushing limits. And look how close he gets to the wall. He's trying everything to bring that gap down to Mazda, but Mazda's still going on these tyres as he's now lapped Monkey Boy. Next car for him to lap is this man, Fury. Wow, what a race we are having here in Monaco, and it's this man who leads the way. He's still yet to pit though. How far can Mazda go on these mediums? Is he trying to go to at least halfway point and then switch to the hards, and then he won't have to stop again? Is he trying to one-stop this? Possibly so, and he's lapped pretty much the entire field but Fury and Matt, and Fury looks very slow through there. Has he got front wing damage? KLF has left the session. So Fury going through the final set there, really hanging it sideways. Beautiful slide there from Fury, as Matt's time to Mazda has come down a little bit, but Mazda obviously having to clear traffic. Mazda's got to be thinking about pitting soon. He's got to be. Sorry, Mazda would have two-stopped after this. Two-stopping is what he would have gone for. Obviously the early pit stop, I don't know if he had front wing damage, is putting him into this position. And Fury really needs to get to grips here. He needs to find something, or else he will get lapped by Mazda. What other fights are going on? Emo Guy has caught, catching up to Monkey Boy here on the softs, as Gary's into the pits once again, probably for a front wing. Yes, he is. As Emo Guy comes up the hill, can he catch Monkey Boy? Oh, Monkey Boy really on the revs there. He's on the hard tyre, so he can go longer than Emo Guy. But Emo Guy, with the better pace tyre, is able to try and hunt him down, as PM Motorsport now goes up into 6th place after Gary's pit stop. Who is the next man to go? They'll just get a message from Nicky saying sorry, he fell asleep. Mrs. only just woke me up. Nice. Fury hangs it sideways through the final corner there. Matt still trying to bring that gap down to Mazda. Mazda's losing time here, but he's probably only got one more pit stop left in him. Matt might have to pit again, we just don't know. 17 laps on those hards. He's asking for a lot from these hards to get to the end. And Mazda still carries on, as Emo Guy's got right onto the back of Monkey Boy now as they come up to turn 1. Emo Guy looks to the inside and does do anything about it. Oh, Emo Guy's dropped it! He's dropped it and hit the wall, and he's got front wing damage now as well. Emo Guy with damage has lost the front wing, but the problem is he's now got Matt coming up the hill, and Matt does not want to get stuck behind a slow car. Emo Guy with front wing damage is going through Casino Square now. Matt is right behind him. Can he clear the traffic as easily as he possibly can, or will he get held up by Emo Guy? He's caught Emo Guy at the worst time in the hairpin, where Emo Guy will struggle to turn. He's managed to get through there all right, as Gary's back in the pits once again. Another pit stop from Gary, but Emo Guy gets right out of Matt's way and does so brilliantly there. So Emo Guy doing a good job there of just moving to the side. Monkey Boy now is 4th place, is a little bit safer now as Emo Guy has clipped the wall. But Fury now still trying to get onto the back of the leaders, but is unable to do so. He's 41 seconds behind Matt. Matt obviously on a good charge right now, trying to bring that gap down to Mazda. But Mazda again still yet to pit. These guys really pushing it to the limit. Mazda coming up the hill now. Emo Guy now finally into the pits after losing his front wing in turn 1. He's managed to keep going though, so that's good stuff from him. He should be able to still score points if he keeps it a little bit cleaner. through the walls there and not get damaged. As I think Monkey Boy, has he possibly got damaged? No, he's still going alright at the minute. PN Motorsport slowly working his way up due to the fact that people just keep damaging their noses, and he's now up in the 5th place position. A good showing from here from PM Motorsport. The whole grid has been completely spread out. If you look on the track map, there's no one near anyone else. So, what a race. And Fury's in the pits. Has he got another damaged front wing? Yes, he has. Another front wing change for Fury. Not what he would have wanted, as Monkey Boy is coming through the final, through the swimming pool. So possibly get a little bit closer. We do have a yellow flag. Why do we have a yellow flag? Emo guy must have been a little bit slow. He's lost the front wing again. I think he's lost the left plate. Yeah, he has. He's lost the left end plate. Lap 1 before crashing, I said in party. One more and I'll get points. Yeah, one more and you would have got points. Argent, you would have got at least 1 place points. But PM Motorsport now up into 5th place position, scoring some decent points for Ferrari. So we're down to 8. We started with 16 and half of the grid are gone again. We have lost the Mutts Nuts, A Smith, Argent, D Biggs, Bryn, Leon Fernie, KLF 900 and Goten Duffin all out of this race. Your running order at this precise stage at lap 35 is Mazda leads the way from Matimovic, who's at 9.3 seconds behind in 2nd, Fury in 3rd place, Monkey Boy in 4th place, and PN Motorsport in 5th. And Emo Guy into the pits, and for some reason it's put him on wets. What has happened here? Emo Guy has gone to wets as Gary's now got up to 6th and has set the fastest lap of the race, so an extra point for him. But Emo Guy now onto the wets. If he manages to get around on them without any issues, I'll be amazed. And DJ Phil in 8th place position. I want to see this lap from Emo Guy on the wets. And you see there, just understeer, and around he goes. But he's got to be careful. Is that Mazda coming up the hill? Mazda's got to be careful. He's now lapped Fury. He's a lapped Fury. Oh, Emo Guy's in the middle of the track. These two managed to avoid him. So Mazda's only got 1 car left to lap, and that is Matt Imovic. And Matt goes really slow through that sector to make sure he doesn't hit nothing. And it's Emo Guy in the middle of the track. Has Emo Guy managed to get away with not hitting anyone? He has. And that's the problem of being on the west on a dry track. He has no grip whatsoever. As Smithy in the comments saying, come on, I'm Monkey Boy. Monkey Boy currently in 4th place. He's doing a solid job there in that position. If Emo Guy managed to get back to the pit on these wets without dropping it again, I'll be amazed. So Emo Guy, we'll stick on with him at the minute. He's got front wing damage. Listen to how slow he has to be. He can't put any power down. He's short shifting. He's lifting through there. Straight lines the chicane. He just has to. 3-second penalty for cutting the corner. And PM Motorsport is coming up behind him. Emo Guy's managed to keep it out of the wall as it goes through the swimming pool now. Oh, he's lost the front wing. Can he hang in there? He doesn't need to lose a tyre. Monkey Boy in the pits. He's lost the front wing as well. So Emo Guy going through the final sector now. PN Motorsport goes past him and laps Emo Guy. But the wets. Emo Guy, what happened there? He put the wets on. He's managed to get back to the pits. So good stuff from him. Fury is now a lap down on Mazda. And that will be annoying, Fury. I'm pretty sure it will be. A lap down to the leaders. And Matt is not too far behind. Matt has brought this gap down to Mazda relatively quickly. Mazda has done 31 laps on the mediums, guys. 31. That's a ridiculous amount of time on the mediums. And Matt's trying to hunt him down bit by bit. just amazing driving from these guys to get through Monaco as best they can. Fury 4 laps on the hards. He might be able to go to the end. If Mazda can make these softs go 32 laps, how far can the hards go? That is the question. 23 laps Matt has been on the hards. So is Mazda now trying to match what Matt is doing on the hards? Track position is key here. Even though Matt should catch Mazda, Matt will have to try and overtake Mazda as PN Motorsport is into the pits. Is this for another front wing? Most likely, yes it is. And that gives the Monkey Boy the position back for 4th place. So I'm just sitting here trying to figure out Mazda's strategy here, and I think he's just trying to match Matt, as we do have a yellow flag in sector 3. Is that emo guy? I think it might have been DJ Phil actually. DJ Phil probably went a little bit wide somewhere and probably sustained damage. No, he is fine. So I think Mazda's strategy here is to try and stay on the same lap as when Matt pits, so then he doesn't lose that much time to Matt. He will have track position. And Matt going through the final sector now. Oh, Matt really hanging it sideways. The hard's really starting to give way. But I'm pretty sure those mediums of Mazda's are screaming right now. You can see in the little blue corner there, Mazda's unfueled, limited his fuel. He's gone really low on fuel. Oh, he's gone a little bit deep down there. But Matt's still trying to bring that gap down. Gary is now ahead of PN Motorsport after PN Motorsport's pit stop. Oh, Gary clipping the wall there. Flirting with the wall, Gary is. So guys, while we have this opportunity of a little bit of quiet stage here as DJ Phil has lost the position to Emo Guy, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. We are on our way to 200 subscribers. We are currently at 193. 7 to go, guys. We are so close to 200, so please tell your friends, tell your family that we are live. And I think Matt's had a spin. Matt's lost the front wing. Matt has lost the front wing. This is going to give Mazda an opportunity to pit. So Matt has to coast around. He has to try and get back to the pits as quickly as he possibly can. And Matt will be losing time to Fury. But at this stage, Matt has got a decent gap over Fury. But Fury is right on the back of Mazda. And Mazda just lets him go. Mazda lets Fury go, which is the sensible thing to do. Matt is in the wall and has to pit. DJ Phil in the pits as well and gone. So Matt has lost out to Mazda here, so Mazda will basically get a free pit stop out of this now. And Mazda, will he up to pit this lap? I reckon he will. 34 laps on the mediums. What a job. Who's done the most pit stop? Maz is going for a Sutty special. When it did, they went bang though. I don't know what the tyre wear is for Mazda, but nonetheless, let's have a look at most pit stops. DJ Phil on 8, Emo Guy on 6, PN on 6, Gary on 7, 4 is Monkey Boy, 3 is Fury, 2 is Matt, and 1 is Mazda. So Mazda with oh, he's struggling with grip. He's got to be struggling with grip. He revved that really loudly then. He's gained 3 places. Matt's lost 1. Fury lost 1. Monkey Boy has gained 4. Gary's gained a 9. PN's lost 1. Emo Guy lost 4. And DJ Phil up to 1. We will go back to the tyres because that's the most important. But Mazda, after 34 laps on those mediums, is into the pits. Matt, where is he on track? He is currently in chicane, and he really won't get close enough to Mazda right now. Mazda's into the pits. Did he have a front wing change? I think he did. He's now going on to the hards. So Matt's got a lot of work to do now. He's coming through the final corner. So what is the gap? Mazda leaves the pits and he goes through turn 1. Matt has only exited the final corner. That is the state of play. Both of these will probably going to the end as Matt goes purple in the final sector. Mazda has seemed to have outsmarted Matt here a little bit with tyre strategy. Matt trying to push to a little bit too hard on the hards, has clipped the wing and has brought himself in the pits. Emo Guy back into the pits once again. Front wings, oh my god, these teams are going to be running out of front wings in a minute. The bill is going to be massive by the end of this. So Fury on the hards as well. He looks like he's going to the end, but he's not really in a fight for the top 2 unless something major happens to him. So Mazda still leads this race, but he's got a 7.4 gap to Matahimovic, and Matt's F1 reign of winning at the minute seems to be slipping out of his fingers. Mazda has got the race lead and track position, so can Mazda hang on to this race win? That is the question. And again, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We've got some exciting things coming up in the off season as well. We've got a possible we're in discussions of another 8v8 that we didn't not long did a while back with another league, but this time we might have an 8v8 Team Pro Laps versus Team Simplay. That is on the cards possibly, so that will be exciting to see. We might be possibly talking about bringing a touring car championship to the league as well, possibly next season, but at this stage it's all about F1 World Endurance and obviously our main event, the GT3s, and make sure you tune in for them. They will be here on Wednesday and Thursday night. On a Wednesday night, it's myself and KLF 900 in your commentary box. We are heading to Mount Fuji for the 5th round of the season for the Pro-Ams. What can they do in the mountains there, as the weather looks pretty beautiful for the Pro-Ams, but for the pros on the Thursday night, you'll have Matimovic and Nikki back in the commentary box, and the weather is not looking good for the pros. There's snow, there's rain, there's sleet, all lingering around for Fuji on the Thursday night. Looks like typhoon weather as Fury's in the pits. He's lost the front wing again, and Mazda has lost the lead of this race. What's happened to Mazda? He's had a spin somewhere, so Mazda's lost this lead. I'm not sure what happened there. So the gap, I'm looking at the gaps on the telemetry here. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. He's just lost it all somewhere. I'm not sure where. I'm trying to figure this out. But Mazda has lost the lead of this race. I'm just trying to see where he's dropped it. I think it's in the final corner possibly, as my stream's running a little bit behind, so it should tell me it's in the final corner. Yeah, Mazda's dropped it in the final corner. Fury's pitted, and then Mazda's lost the lead of this race. So now it's advantage Matt again. Matt retains the lead of the Monaco Grand Prix. But the question is, can he keep the front wing away from the walls? That is the question. There's been so many front wing damages. I really don't know how many front wings we've been through tonight. I'll have to look back at some point and see all the front wings. That's another poll we should have had. How many front wings would have been destroyed? As we're only now on lap 43, 78 of this race. And Matt's back into the lead of this race, as they're about to lap Fury once again. DJ Phil back into the pits, as we got a yellow flag. Who is that? That looks like Monkey Boy. He's had an off somewhere. He's got front wing damage again. So the gap's to the leader. So it's 2 seconds to Mazda. Then it's a minute and 14 behind is Fury, but he'll be after getting out of the way. Then Gary's a lap down, Monkey Boy's a lap down, PM Motorsport's a lap down, Emo Guy's 2 lap down, and Phil is 3 laps down. I thought I saw there was a bit of damage in the middle of the track then, but nope, that's just a cameraman. Blue flags for Fury. He will have to let Matt through, but he does not want to allow him through at this stage of the race, because if there is a safety car, it will bring Fury back into this race. But there's nothing he can do. There's a yellow flag. It's Emo Guy. Are we going to get that safety car that Fury needs? And Fury slowed right down and he's into the pits. But still no safety car. Emo Guy out of this race. Fury's damaged the front wing. Matt obviously trying to carry on with his race, and Fury trying to get into the pits. But Emo Guy is out now. Guys, we are down to 7 cars here. And Fury exits the pits now. He's still a bit ahead of Gary. No, Gary's catching him. Gary could still get on the podium here. He gets a better through turn 1. Gary is hunting down Fury. Fury with 3 stops, I believe he's only had. No, let's have a look. Let's have a look how many stops. Sorry, Fury with 5 stops. Gary with 8 is about to catch Fury. Wow. DJ Phil with 9 stops. I don't know if he's got 9 sets of tyres. Another yellow flag. Who's that? That's DJ Phil in the wall. He's got it going again, luckily. So we go back to the fight between Gary and Fury. Gary right onto the back of Fury right now. Is he going to look to make a move into the chicane? That's the question. Gary has a little opportunity there. Fury's defending it. Gary looking for any opportunity to find a way past that McLaren and get some more points for Aston Martin. Aston Martin are the only ones with both cars still in this race. Fury clips the wall. Gary clips the wall. Is that front wing damage? Most likely. As Gary sticking to the back of Fury, he will have DRS. He has a better exit as well, but he's not close enough. Fury seems to have better traction come away from that corner, and Gary not able to do anything with the DRS. Like I said, guys, look at how difficult it is to overtake here at Monaco. Track position is key, and Fury's just staying ahead of Gary right now. The thing is, I've been more upset the fact that I've gone this long into Monaco and then I crash out. That would be the mortifying side of this. As I say that, there is a yellow flag. Why is there a yellow flag? It's Monkey Boy. He's in the wall. He's clipped the wall. He's coming straight into the pits, and DJ Phil might be able to catch him. PM Motorsport up into 5th now. Fury trying to defend from Gary 131 as Fury goes sideways through there. I honestly can't believe that we've still got 7 cars going. I thought there'd be at least 10. I thought the driving standards would have at least surprised me a little bit, but sadly not. PM Motorsport looked a little bit slow in the hairpin, but he seems to be alright. Oh, Gary bouncing on the curb there, nearly dropping it himself there. And now losing time to Fury. Fury with those fresh mediums. I love it when Fury comes through that corner. Really hangs it sideways. 22 lap old tyres. Gary's in the pits. He's got front wing damage, surely. Yeah, there's another front wing gone, guys. And now Gary puts on 9 old lap tyres. So it's getting to the point these guys don't have any tyres left and they're reusing them. So Matt coming through in the middle sector now. Lap 47 here. We've got 30 laps still to go. Oh my god, 30 laps still to go. So Mazda is still in second. He's got 7.8 seconds to Matt, but he's on the hard tyre. He can probably go to the end. Matt's tyres is push or go if he can get to the end. Mazda was really struggling with 30 odd lap tyres, so it'll be tight. Fury on older tyres because he had to pit with damage, so he's probably struggling for grip. And then Gary on 9 lap old tyres. Fury's mum tell Fury to turn traction control to full, might help him. And Sati slapping in the comments with Gary with 9 stops. The 2-time pro champ with 9 stops to his name. 9. Let me just get that up for you. 9 stops. Him and DJ Phil have had the most stops here. Oh, Gary! Oh my god. He's got front wing damage again. Is this going to be stop number 10? Stop number 10 for Gary 131. PM Motorsport going through the final corner is now going up into 4th place position. Oh my god, Gary with 10 pit stops to his name. I bet Sutty's loving this. How many beers you on now, Dom? Gary 10. I think Gary's going for most pit stops. That's what he's going for. He doesn't care about race win points. He wants most pit stops. Wow. But Matt still leads this race on the medium tyres. He's made a 12.2 gap or 13-second gap to Mazda. Fury's a lap down and not really able to do anything at this stage. Even a safety car came involved, he would still be a lap down and would have to try and clear these two. Fury's granddad, do they get bonus points for most pit stops? I might have to award them that, just due to the fact that they've gone through the effort and the torture of doing pit stops. DJ Phil and Gary at the minute are tied on 10. 10 pit stops. Wow. I honestly don't know what to say. Gary, you've outdone yourself this season. You've outdone yourself. I kind of wish I put Kota on the calendar. Just only a handful of people would understand why I would like Kota on the calendar again, just to see this man send it into turn 1. But 10 pit stops. The 2-time champ in pro is on 10 pit stops. What a legend. Love it. Guys, you are watching a true champion, a true GOAT, as Smithy would say. He's coming up to the back of his teammate. Fury's still in that 3rd place position. Not really much going on track, to be honest. PN Motorsport, he's done a solid job of just keeping it out of the wall. How many pit stops he's on? He's on 7, so he's not far off the leaders of 10. Oh man, I'll tell you what. Phil's outdone Gary. Phil had to do it once more. Phil's going for 11. Phil with 11 pit stops to his name. Brilliant, Dan. I'm loving it. Bet Gary is crying. I really don't know. Gary, I've got a question for you. Are you able to go to... Oh, no! Mazda slow. Why is Mazda slow? He's got front wing damage. He's got front wing damage. Fury's going to unlap himself. This could give Fury 2nd place here. Why is Mazda that slow? If anyone's in Mazda's party, can they find out why is Mazda that slow? Beffing Duffin, he would have heard Dan read it out. I'm staying out of this room. Keep on rolling, Gary says Mummy D, and Smithy says GOAT. The GOAT currently losing out to DJ Phil. The GOAT is currently on 10 pit stops, while DJ Phil's on 11. Mazda's now going to be on 3. So... This has just gone from who can survive to who can do the most pit stops, basically. Mazda's gone to the soft and his car's smoking a lot. I want to go on board Gary just for a little bit. Why not? Where have they got all the wings from? I honestly don't know, Sutty. I don't know why Gary's got 11 front wings. I really don't know. Yet I'm not miscounted either. It is 11 because obviously he started with 1 and he's lost 11. Lost 10, sorry. He's on his 11th now. DJ Phil, oh, he's the GOAT for pit stops. He's gone to 12 now. Oh my god. Monkey Boy still hanging in there in the AlphaTauri, still scoring some decent points. Can he catch Gary? Can Gary get himself one more pit stop to his name? PM Motorsport, what a job he's done this evening. He's in 4th place at the minute. Stayed out of trouble, not hit a wall, and has got good points. Darius Fury in 3rd place, and Mazda currently back out on track. He's on the... Oh, Fury's lost it! And Fury's blocked the road. This is great. Fury, can you... I mean, fair play. I think he hit a reset button there, but he was doing a 10 million point turn, and DJ Phil just had to sit and wait at the traffic lights. Best hope Matt doesn't need one. Well, at this rate, Matt's going to lap the entire field, including Mazda, as PN Motorsport is in the pits for a front wing. Gary with 11 stop must have luck on his side to hit a wall once and come out. Argent saying he's had 1 hit with the wall. Gary's gone back up to 4th place. With the amount of times this man's been in the pits, he's in 4th and scoring decent points for Aston Martin. I don't understand this. I really don't. Gary, you are literally the GOAT when it comes to pit stops and managing to come back to top 4. He's only 32 seconds off of the back of Fury. And I think Fury's got front wing damage. He has. Oh no. So Fury with 5 stops with Gary's 10. Oh my god. Am I going to be speaking to Gary at the end of this race? If I am, I cannot wait for him. I'm going to be like, so it was a 10 pit stop each. I'm sorry guys. I shouldn't laugh, but this is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He's exiting the final corner. Fury's now exited the pits, and he's 5 seconds off the back of Fury. After 10 pit stops, he's 5 seconds behind Fury. Wow. Oh my god. Right, let's make a prediction. Who's next coming in the pits? I reckon it's Monkey Boy. Has he got front wing damage? He was a little bit slow earlier. Nope, he's still got his front wing. The thing is, I know these guys are trying their absolute best. I have done Monaco once on an F1 game over on another league, and I pushed Matt right to the very end for... Oh, Mazda's lost his front wing. He's just sent it into turn 1. That's a 3-second penalty for him. And... oh my god. I'm still crying after Fury's Austin Powers moment. That's going to be the Simplay meme from now on, Sutty. Oh my god, there's a yellow flag. That's Mazda trying to get out of the way. DJ Phil and Monkey Boy into the pits for a front wing. I can't take this race seriously. Somehow these guys are still going. 13 pits. Oh no! Mazda's out! Matt's got a front wing now. Mazda is out of this race. How's he out? I can't see how. Where is he? What's happened to Mazda? Has he just retired? I don't understand that, because there's a blue dot carrying on, and that is Mazda's dot. I'm going to follow Matt until we get to that car. I'm not sure what's happened here. I honestly don't. But Mazda's out of this race. He's disconnected, I think. No? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Mazda's left the session. I'm not sure what's happened there. But Mazda is out of this race. That's given Fury second. And Gary third place. Gary's up into the podium positions after 10 laps worth of 10 pit stops. So he's saying, I'm crying, I can't breathe. Gary with 10 stops to Mazda's 4 is up into third place. Oh my days. We are down to 6. We are down to 6 drivers. It's Matt from Fury, from Gary, from PN Motorsport to Monkey Boy to DJ Phil. Wow. Oh my god. I'm actually like speechless right now. So the guys who are watching, 20 people currently watching, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Hit the button to be notified for when we are live, the bell to be notified when we're live, and yeah. If I should have got, I should have done F1. I could have got a podium. Yeah, you probably would have, Smith. If I'm honest, Smithy, I'm crying. Sutty's gone. DJ Phil with 13 pit stops, Monkey Boy with 9, PM Motorsport with 8, Gary with 10, Fury with 6, and Matt with only 3. 3 pit stops to his name. That's why he's got a lap ahead. Gary's into the pits. I swear he's doing it on purpose now. At this rate, we could be talking to PN Motorsport. Smithy, ridiculous, honestly. I don't know what to say, guys. I honestly don't. Gary's in the pits again. PN Motorsport. PN Motorsport gets the Ferrari on the podium. Matt says fastest lap of the race, but what does that matter? Oh, Sati, stop laughing. Oh my god, Gary. 11 pit stops to his name and he's in 4th place. Come on, PN Motorsport. Beat the 2-time champ. Oh man, I've actually given up with commentating this race. Gary right up into the wall. Oh my god. Everyone but Monkey Boy's on the softs. That's all they've got left is softs. Everyone's used the mediums, the hards. There's no tyre left. This is where they find the softs actually will go to the end and it actually has grip. Lap 57 with 20 laps still to go. At this rate we might lose another car. I don't know who will lose, but DJ Phil is still going round. He's about to pass Mazda. One more lap and he will be ahead of Mazda. He'll be up into 6th place. Oh my lord. See kids, this is why you should never ever give up, because anything happen. A 2-time champ like Gary can do 11 pit stops and still score 4th place points. What a hero. This is my hero of the season. This is a brilliant drive with 11 pit stops to his name, and he's about to come home and finish in 4th place. I've probably now cursed him. He's going to end up in that wall. Mechanics have worked so hard all day and he's going to end up in that wall. He's just flirting with the wall. You're going to have to get Gary in anyway. I might have to get DJ Phil in at this rate. The amount of times he's been in the pits. The thing is now, who's going to be the next car to go in the wall? Oh no, this is going to be a problem. DJ Phil is about to try and be lapped by PN Motorsport and the 2 Aston Martins. Does DJ Phil make it easy enough for them to get out the way? Phil pits. He opts to pits to get out the way. Fair play. Matt leads this race still from Fury, who's a lap down. PM Motorsport right out the way, but he lets Gary through as well. Oh my god, I think PN was quite awake then. He's lost the place of Gary. He's just let him through like he was a lapped car. DJ Phil was past Mazda in the pits. Impact 100% race. I never seen a league do this, lol. Wow, there's no other league like this here at Simplay Motorsport. And if you do like what you see, hit that like button and subscribe. All of our races here in the F1 are 100% and they're dynamic as well. The qualifying was wet and we had this weird random grid, and it's this man who's come out on top so far with his Aston Martin teammate in 3rd. And to make it even worse, Impact, if you want to have a look, here's our stops. So Matt's on 3, Fury on 6, Gary 131 on 11, PN Motorsport on 8, 9 for Monkey Boy and 14 for DJ Phil. I didn't even know F1 cars had that many front. Whoa! Matt's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing. He's lost his front wing. Is he coming in the pits? No, he stays out. Or is that Monkey Boy lost the front? I think it might be Monkey Boy actually. He's lost the front wing. We'll have a look on Matt's view. Maybe he has lost the front wing. I don't know. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. It was Monkey Boy. It was Monkey Boy. My apologies. I'm so used to seeing wings getting flying off now. I don't know whose they belong to. There'd be so many people on the sidelines trying to grab front wings at this stage. Is Gary looking to make his 12th stop of the evening? That's the question. Sati says Gary in 3rd. I'm done. Is the qualifying full? Sadly not. We only do an 18-minute qualifying session due to the fact that obviously with us doing 100% Grand Prix, it's a lot of time to take up just to do it, and also we seem to have a we haven't got a full grid at the minute, so it's only an 18-minute qualifying session. So you go out, qualify, and whatever you get is what you get. So obviously the 100% race as well added to it, so that's there as well. So if you are interested, mate, have a look at Simplay Motorsport. Like and subscribe to the channel. We are live every Sunday night from 7 o'clock here UK time. Make sure you tune in, as these guys will be pushing it to the limits. There are spaces available for the F1. There's also spaces available for Project Cars World Endurance Championship, our WEC series, as PM Motorsports into the pits for probably another front wing. We do a World Endurance Championship as well, LMP2s and GTEs. Next round is in 2 weeks time, I think, or a week's time. 2 weeks time, where we'll be heading around Monza for a 6-hour endurance race. And as Sati says in the comments, we do a GT3 Pro and Pro-Am category on a Wednesday and Thursday night. As DJ Phil's going really slow, I'm not sure why. DJ Phil very slow, I don't know why, as PM Motorsport exits the pits there. So yeah, if you're interested, have a look at our chat, have a look on the Facebook page, Simplay Motorsport, or we do have a Discord as well, so have a look at that. PM Motorsport gets a front new wing, and he goes back out and gets damage to that wing as well, so he'll have to come back into the pits. But yeah, all of our races are broadcasted live. We never miss around, so we always make sure that we are live for any events. We will be looking to try and move to a brand new game once it comes out, which will be the new British Touring Car game, hopefully coming out this year. But we have got many events in mind for coming up soon. We're looking to do a Race of Champions, possibly a Race of Champions League. So all the champions from Simplay Motorsport go head to head to see who is the champion of Simplay. We're also looking at doing a touring car championship on Project Cars as well. So if you are interested in that, we will be doing a touring car league at some point on Project Cars until we do get the new game, and there will be a British circuits to start off, as Monkey Boy is next to get a new front wing. But it is Martin Vivek who leads the way with a, say, a healthy gap of a lap to Fury, who's in second place, and Gary in third, who's now starting to get caught up. Monkey Boy has now matched him on number of pit stops. PN Motorsport isn't too far behind. He's on 10. He's now catching Gary for most pit stops here. Have Gary managed to lose his front wing yet? That is the question. Sati, all the teams are going to need mortgages after this. I think they're going to need a lot more than this. They're probably have to... Gary's in. Gary's in for a 12th pit stop. He did not want PN and Monkey Boy overtaking him. So Gary's in for another stop. Front wing going. This is where they turn around and say, Gary, mate, we ain't got any more front wings for you. Next poll on the channel is how many can all drivers stay within double digits? Sorry, single digits for pit stops. What? Oh, Gary. PM Motorsport, I think, has got another front wing damage. No, he's just getting out of the way of Matt there, so... Oh, man. Lap 63. We've still got a way to go yet. A few decent number of laps to go. The poll for how many drivers would finish, currently 30 votes. Thank you guys for voting, and 50% of you said 5 or more, and at the minute it's 6 at this precise stage. 20% of you said 16, the whole 16 grid would have finished, but that's not going to happen. 17% 10 and plus, and then the 13% of you said 0 at the way is going the way of 5 and plus. Sati, wow, oh my god, Gary, stop. My ribs are kidding me. Sati is dying because of Gary. I knew Monaco was going to be chaotic. We then go to another street track next week. We're going to Baku, and again, get your votes in on how many people are going to finish that race and how many pit stops. Can Gary outdo himself? Can he do more than 12 pit stops at Baku? Can DJ Phil get to 15 by the end of this race? Oh my god. I really don't know what to say. I'm meant to be commentating on this race, but there's literally no one racing anyone. The commentary is just like, can people keep it out of the wall? That's the question. We know Matt's probably going to keep it out of the wall. He's got, if he puts it in the wall now and is out of the race, I will be shocked. But hey, stranger things have happened. No pressure, Matt. But the question is, would we, if Matt goes out now, how many laps is PN in the pit? DJ Phil was 5 laps behind, so if Matt dropped it on lap 72, I think DJ Phil would still manage to get 5th. Oh my god, I don't know what to say anymore. Sati, if Nikki was here, Gary's in again. Oh, Gary, stop it. PM Motorsport back out on track as well. Gary's back into the pits. Oh, Monkey Boy's gonna catch these two at this rate. Oh my god. What's DJ Phil doing? What is DJ Phil doing? He's stopping. Why has he stopped? I don't understand why he stopped there. Whoa, Monkey Boy, that was a wiggle. He's caught Gary, I think. Yeah, he's caught Gary, and so far the closest fight now is PN versus Monkey Boy. Can Monkey Boy catch PM Motorsport? Well, PM Motorsport probably makes another pit stop. I don't know what to say. Guys, get your votes for driver of the day as we come into the final few laps of this race. I don't know how to judge driver of the day. I really don't. I really don't know how. Furies, Gary, stop laughing, please. Please stop laughing. This is making me laugh. What's the record for number of pit stops? I'm actually going to Google that one. Fury's Grandad. I'm going to Google that one. Most pit stops in a race in F1. Most F1 pit stops in a race. So according to Wikipedia, the most in a race, DJ Phil in the pits again, most in a race is 88, with including all the drivers. Most pit stops by one driver. 7. So most pit stops by a driver in a single race was 7. Who was that? I need to know. Race records. I don't really want race records. Fewest pit stops 0. Most pit stops 88 in a race, which was 2011 Hungary Grand Prix. Fewest finishers were the 1996 Monaco Grand Prix, which I believe Olivier Panis won that race. Most red flags, that was 4. That's interesting. I don't know where that's gone. Most pit stops by one driver in a single race, which was Alain Prost at the European Grand Prix in 1993 at Donington, ironically. 76 lap race, and where did Alain Prost finish? Pole position from Alain Prost. Alain Prost went on to finish 3rd. So Gary, you're about to beat Alain Prost's record by most pit stops and to get a podium. Sati says driver of the day has to be Gary. So Gary's on his way to possibly beating Alain Prost's record of most pit stops in one race and still get a podium. These pit stops, literally, like, I honestly think DJ Phil's going to get the record, but I don't know because Gary keeps putting it in the wall. Oh, Gary's in the wall. That's probably a front wing. 10 laps to go and there's still multiple chances for a pit stop. Who haven't watched for a bit? Let's watch Monkey Boy for a bit as we keep watching the same people. We keep watching Gary pit. Smashed it, Gary, says Fury's granddad. I will have to ask Gary, how's it feel beating Alan Prost's record? That's absolutely brilliant. I love that. If he makes it to the end, Gary, please make it on the podium. Make it to the end so I can ask you that. Please. That would just be... That would make my night. That would make the rest of this absolutely worth it. Monkey Boy currently on lap 69. Well, sorry, Matt is on lap 69. Is obviously going by the race leaders. I really don't know how to react to this. I really don't, because we've still got more than 5, which is more than what I thought. There's 3 who finished the. Oh, Gary, stop it! Stop teasing us, please. He's just doing it on purpose now. I swear. That's 14 pit stops to his name. If DJ Phil just carries on going, Gary might catch him with pit stops. Honestly. Oh my god. So your running order at this stage. Literally Fury's granddad. Matovic leads this race, who's 2 laps ahead of Fury, who's gone purple in the final sector. He's trying to steal fastest lap away from Matt, but Matt could come in the pits and put some softs on and counter. Gary with the most pit stops and a podium at this minute. Oh, he's getting close to the most pit stops. He's on 14. He wants to beat DJ Phil on 15. So Gary in 3rd at the minute. PN Motorsport in 4th place position with 11 pit stops, and Monkey Boy in 5th with 11 pit stops. And DJ Phil is the last car on track in 6th place with 15 stops. And we have lost Mazda, Emo Guy, The Mutts Nuts, A Smith, Argent, D Biggs, Bryn, Leon Fernie, KLF 900 and Go 10 Duffin. Wow. So as Matt is currently leading this race, Fury is now being held up by him, and Fury's trying to go for fastest lap of the race. He's fastest middle sector. He's going to be fastest final sector if Matt doesn't get in his way. Matt might just slow him up a little bit, but Fury will get the DRS. Look at him go sideways there. Fury with DRS. Does he go fastest? He does with a 1:12.2. Now Matt obviously will be a bit annoyed about that, so he'll want to go faster. But Fury right onto the back of Matt. Oh, Fury nearly in the wall. Woo! Fury nearly putting in the wall. Gary is just behind these lot. Another lap down from Fury. So he's 3 laps down on Matt, I believe. And he's still got his front wing. Has everyone still got their front wing? Monkey still got his front wing. Has DJ Phil still got his front wing? Yep, they still got their front wings. What does DJ Phil do? He's staying out. So Phil's record at the minute is just hanging in there. As a new comment here from I can't even pronounce that guy's name. Gould was Nerf 123. LOL WTF 10 did not finish. Mate, we're not even done yet. We've still got a couple of laps yet to go. Fury's dropped it by the looks of things, or it's lifted so that he can do another fastest lap. Fury's granddad, to be fair, DJ Phil is a prime example of why you should always keep going. Yes, a very good example. And yes, there's 10 DNFs and only 6 left. Matt's gone into the pits. He wants to get fastest lap away from Fury. Fury wants to go for fastest lap again after saving some battery. Gary's going for most pit stops. But if DJ Phil keeps going with taking his front wing out, Gary might not be able to get that. But Gary does have to be careful. He wants this podium, but at the same time, he wants the most pit stops. and to the new follower there, if you want to see the pit stops, there you go. Matt's on 4, probably the only sensible one. Then you have Fury on 7. Then it's PN Motorsport and Monkey Boy tied on 11. And then Gary on 14 and DJ Phil on 15. DJ Phil's had a spin. That's probably a front wing for him. No, he's kept it out of the wall. So fair play to him. No front wing for him. Monkey Boy comes through the final corner now. These guys are literally just trying to survive. Gary is so far up Fury now that he can probably read the back of the sponsor of that car. Oh, Gary goes down the inside. Oh. Even though he's a lapped car, Gary tries to go up the inside of Fury. 31 votes in now. How many cars are going to finish? And 52% now say 5 and plus. We're coming to the final few laps here, and Matt still leads this race. He's going for fastest lap now, trying to take that away from Fury. He's purple in the final sector. Let's take a lap on board with Matt here in the dry. This is where he messes it up for us live on stream. Very cautious through Casino Square there as he comes down the hill. Fury is still got Gary breathing down his neck. Gary's probably going to catch the back of that car in a minute and lose a front wing. But Matt trying his best to stick with Fury. Matt trying to get the fastest lap away from Fury, while Gary's trying to annoy Fury. At this rate, I think Gary's going to lose another front wing at this rate. Matt comes down to the chicane. Pretty much cuts that corner. But the game has allowed him to do it, so we don't tell him off. Gary's still behind Fury. Matt nails the swimming pool, so Matt coming through the final few corners now. Is this going to be purple? I don't know if he went purple in the middle sector, but he's coming through the final corner now. He won't get the DRS. Comes across the line. And he goes purple final sector, so he doesn't take the fastest lap away from Fury. Fury's middle sector was lightning, so I guess that he will hang on to that. Gary's right behind Fury. Is Gary going to send it on him? No. Yes, he does. Fury just lets him through. Fury's like, nah, mate, I'm not playing this game. You can go. You're more likely going to put it in the pits anyway, so off you go. DJ Phil still with his front wing, so he's not looking like he needs a pit. We've got loads more people joining the server, so thank you guys for joining our Discord. If you like what you see here, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, please. We are only 7 away. Oh, Gary! Oh my god, Gary, that was sideways. So please, guys, hit that like button and subscribe. Monkey Boy is in the pits. Hit the bell to be notified for when we are live. We are live on a Sunday night for the F1. We are live on a Wednesday night for the GT3 Pro-Am categories on track at Fuji. We are also live on a Thursday night as the pros will hit the GT3 track as well. And then back live once again on a Sunday in 2 weeks time. We will be live on a Saturday for 6 hours straight as we do 6 hours of Monza for our World Endurance Championship. LMP2s and GTEs will hit the track. Can Ben Parkey extend his championship lead over myself in LMP2? Can Andy extend his championship lead over Mazda in GTE? That is the question. Can this man score a race win at Fuji in the Pro? Can he get a podium here? Can he outdo Alan Prost's record for most pit stops and a podium? At this rate, he will do. And DJ Phil hits the wall. Is that going to be another pit stop for him as he comes through the final sector now? Yes. So DJ Phil extends his lead on pit stops to Gary's. So Gary was on 14. DJ Phil will now go up to 16. As Fury gets right out of Matt's way, and Matt looks like he's going to take fastest lap of this race. Fury being the nice guy there, allowing Matt through, and Matt goes across the line. And he doesn't go faster. He lost time in the final sector. He's struggling to get the fastest lap here. Lap delta. Let's actually have a lap. Fastest lap. Nope, not that one. Fastest lap is still Fury. He's 2/10 faster than Matt. Matt is not able to get that fastest lap, and he's lost probably the best performance out of his tyres. And DJ Phil lets Monkey Boy through. These guys are literally letting one another away. Can Dan stay away from AI? That's a good question. Yeah. World Endurance, can Sutty's and Gary's AI stay away from me, as their silly little steering wheels have to cool down? And that's why you buy a Logitech G29, because it can do 6 hours without blowing up. Actually, I lie, it could do a whole 24 hours without blowing up. Matt probably pushing a little bit too hard than he needs to right now, trying to get fastest lap. He's got the race win. Fury's in second. Matt's damaged the front wing. He's into the pits. He's probably getting some softs and going for one more attempt. Fury's lost the front wing as well, but he's just dealing with it. He's going to the end. Oh, imagine if Matt puts it in the wall now. Imagine if Matt puts it in the wall. He goes all this way, trying so hard to get fastest lap, and he drops it and puts it in the wall. If you're listening, Matt, please don't do that. But Matt starting his penultimate lap. Guys, get your votes in for a driver of the day, as we are coming to the end. I will get the top 3 in for an interview. Fury going through the middle sector there. Oh, he nearly dropped it there. So it is Matimovic who leads the race on lap 77, with Fury in second. Third is Gary. Fourth is PN Motorsport. Fifth is Monkey Boy. And sixth is DJ Phil. And so guys, get your votes in for driver of the day. Defo T150's weakness. Yeah, it can't do world endurance races. So make sure also you guys tune in to the Thursday and Wednesday Night Pro series. Make sure you tune in for that. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified. Have a look at our Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and also have a look at the Discord as well. If you are interested in getting involved, then have a look on there and sign up. Gary's done another pit stop. He is obviously wanting to get a little bit closer to DJ Phil's record. But Matt exits the final corner. He's definitely trying to go for the fastest lap on the last lap. Can he get the job done? That is the question. Fury still holds it, but he's got traffic ahead of him. So Matt coming through the first corner. Let's take this lap with Matt as he comes up the hill. We have no displays, nothing in the way, so we can see this lap from Matt. He goes through the sector here, in through Casino Square, down the hill. Is he up in the first sector? He is up in sector 1. Driver of the day has to be Matt, but conflicted with Gary for comedy value. Yeah, I have to agree with you, Sutty, but my driver of the day for me has to go the way of this man, PN Motorsport. He's done a great job. He nearly put it on pole position in the wet conditions, and he's managed to keep going and come home and finish in 4th place unless Gary puts it in the wall as he's trying to lap DJ Phil. These two with the most pit stops between them. Gary's still not done yet. He might want to sneak one more pit stop in. No, he doesn't. So DJ Phil will get the most pit stops. But it's this man who's coming home. He wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Matimovic wins here in Monaco. He is the man, and he takes fastest lap at the end there. A 1:11.9. Matimovic wins the Monaco Grand Prix. We are losing wings left, right, and centre. I think it was Gary who's lost the front wing, but Gary will come home. Looks like he's got a podium at this stage, but PN Motorsport exiting the final corner with a solid job of 4th place. Brilliant stuff from him. My driver of the day has to go to him. An awesome qualifying session and an awesome race to finish in 4th. Brilliant stuff for PN Motorsport. Well done to him. Matt says, yes, come on, boys. I really don't think you need to celebrate, Matt, because that is the most pointless celebration, because most of the grid has gone. Monkey Boy coming through the final few corners now. Comes through the swimmer pool. I will have the top 3 in, and I cannot wait to speak to Gary. This is going to be brilliant. But Monkey Boy exiting the final few corners now in the AlphaTauri. He'll come home for a solid 5th place points. He survived. He made it to the end. Sotty says, well done, Matt. So Monkey Boy comes home in 5th place. Fury is going to come home in 2nd place. He's going to get some good points for McLaren. Finally, he's in the pits. Gary goes to the pits. Gary goes to the pits. He gets 16 pit stops. He equalizes DJ Phil. DJ Phil crosses the line. Gary comes home in third place position with 16 pit stops. Let's see who the game says is driver of the day. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? It's Gary 131. Gary's your driver of the day. Well done to them. I will get the top 3 in right now. Oh my god, that is absolutely brilliant. Sorry for this, guys. I will get this done as quickly as I possibly can. Get the top 3 in. Pretty sure someone's updated the tables, but there you go. Matt Ivanovic is your race winner. Fury will come home in second and Gary in third. I believe someone's probably just doing the tables for me now. That's the top 3 come in. Firstly, we've got Matt, but here is your end result. Matt Ivanovic takes the win from Fury in second place. Matt also takes fastest lap with 1:11.9. Fury in second, Gary in third. Fourth is PN Motorsport. Fifth is Monkey Boy. Sixth is DJ Phil. And there your finishing order. It then comes Mazda, Emo Guy, the Mutts Nuts, A Smith, Argent, D Biggs, Bryn, Leon Fernie, KLF 900 and Go 10 Duffin are your non-finishes here. And the most pit stops go to the way of DJ Phil. Gary's last pit stop did not register, so that's a shame. He doesn't take the most pit stops, but nonetheless, we do have 2 of the top 3 in. And firstly, it's Gary 131. So Gary, first question I need to ask, how does it feel breaking Alain Prost's record for most pit stops and still get a podium?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. That's all that come out of the race, really, to be fair.
The game even gave you driver of the day. Like, it was that impressed by the number of pit stops and to still get a podium. That race must have been complete and utter chaos.
Yeah, I didn't really know what was going on around me, really. I was just sort of, I was at the back, and then I was 11th, and then it was hit the wall, wing, hit the wall, wing, hit the wall, wing, and then I ended up 4th and managed to keep on the podium, so happy days.
Well, like I said, the record previously was Alan Menu, 7 pit stops, and he still managed to get a podium. You've just gone and smashed. Sorry, not Alan Menu, Alan Prost, that's the one. You've gone and smashed that by a country mile. So yeah, well done to that. You got solid points for Aston Martin as well. So you've managed to survive Monaco, and you go to Azerbaijan. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm much looking forward to Azerbaijan than I am Monaco, but again, P3, what more can you ask for apart from an expensive bill for the team?
Yeah, a very expensive bill for the team. They won't be happy with you.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thanks to Matt for use of the wings as well. That's much appreciated.
Yeah, no worries, bud.
Just one other question I need to ask as well. In a week's time, Thursday coming up, you're coming up to the pro race at Fuji. The weather looks horrendous. Are you looking forward to racing at Fuji?
Oh yes, that could be more fun than Monaco.
Well, the weather's looking like snow and sleet, possibly rain as well. So we're in for a treat. So nonetheless, mate, congratulations on beating the record and also finishing 3rd in the race and surviving. So congratulations to that.
Lovely. Thank you very much, and well done, Fury. Well done, Matt.
And speaking of Fury, he's in the commentary box now. 2nd place, mate. You finally scored a podium for McLaren. You've only got a measly 7 stops compared to the rest of the grid, but nonetheless, 2nd place is best of what you could got, really, isn't it?
My body aches, but obviously I haven't managed to finish any of the other ones, so getting a 2nd on the first one, probably one of the hardest tracks to race on. It's not that bad, I didn't think.
Yeah, it was a bit of survival, wasn't it? Trying to stay out in front and not really get caught up in any incidences, but you did a great job nonetheless. There was a point where you were leading the race and then you got caught up with the Mutts Nuts, so you must have been gutting when you lost the race lead at that point.
Yeah, let's just say I wasn't that happiest about that one.
Nah, your mum did say in the comments that you weren't too happy, but nonetheless, you walk away with 2nd place for McLaren, good points, and you now head towards Azerbaijan. Are you looking forward to that one?
No, I wasn't looking forward to this one either.
But you got a 2nd place, so you got to be happy with that.
Yeah, just hope I can actually... It's funny, the tracks I don't like I'm doing the best at so far. Well,
also, again, same question to you, same as Gary. You're heading to the Pro on a Thursday. Fuji, snow and rain is lurking. What can you do in the Mercedes there, and are you looking forward to it?
Mercedes, probably not the best for the snow. Am I looking forward to it? Possibly, because I know the Mercedes likes to drift a bit. But the grip is not its friend.
Well, either way, mate, congratulations on second, and it's good points for you and the team.
Yeah, thank God. Just want to say, good race to Matt and Gary as well. It was
Good man.
fun at the start, defending Matt, but
You clearly didn't see my race.
I was sat there laughing.
So was Sutty. Let me tell you, Sutty was crying. And now we move on to your race winner here this evening, Matt Imovic. You take the win here, and didn't quite go all your way at first. Fury did a beautiful job on you into turn one, around the outside, a brilliant move, and you lost the lead at that point. You looked like you were struggling at that point, but nonetheless, you came home and you've won Monaco.
Yeah. Fury did a cracking job, and he got a good move on me, and I wouldn't say I was struggling. It looked like Fury was struggling more than me because his car was dancing all over, and I kind of just had to back off and not get too close because it's Monaco and there's nowhere to pass. But no, that was tough.
Now, and obviously you then had a bit of a challenger from Mazda. He seemed like he was going to go as long as possible and match you on tyres. Do you know if that was his plan, or did you think?
Not sure if that was his plan. We weren't in the same party together. Me, Gary joined Smithy and Monkey Boy in a party, and didn't know what his plan was. He let me through at one stage, and I thought it was quite weird. So I don't know what has happened with Maz. Yeah, strange one.
But nonetheless, you've come here, you've won Monaco. It's a part of the Triple Crown. Hopefully you will be doing Indy at some point. Are you interested in doing Indy? And obviously
I'll do Indy.
But you're unable to do Le Mans, so you can't quite get the Triple Crown. But nonetheless,
no.
A win at Monaco, that's got to be a good thing to go on your CV. And also, you go to Azerbaijan. Are you looking forward to that track?
Azerbaijan, I'm looking forward to it more than this, and instead of doing like the Triple Crown, because I can't win that, I'm more looking forward to now. Monaco is where you can take place in the Race of Champions, which has been discussed, nothing obviously announced about it yet, but that puts me in that pipeline of being able to do that and compete against the very best. And Gary's one of them drivers, so I think we should do 100% around Monaco, because I know I've got Gary's number.
I mean, I might join you on that one, because me and you did have a ding-dong at Monaco, and last time I beat you at Monaco, if I remember rightly, on penalty.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, mate, congratulations on that. And also, again, talking Pro-Am, Wednesday night at Fuji. The Pro-Am seems to look like they have better weather on this. Are you looking forward to that round and how you think the Acora's going to do?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Still think I need to just work on a few things throughout the week now till Wednesday. Acora seems quite well down there. We know it's going to lose a bit down that long starts-finish straight. We know it's going to be a bit underpowered down there compared to the likes of the Mercedes of Smoky Devil and the Audi of Enplava. Just got to see what happens yet. The weather could change yet. We could end up with your weather and you could end up with our weather at the minute. I think I'd rather have the rain than the dry again. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens, but congratulations on the win this evening, and Aston Martin with decent points as well, with you and Gary in third place, so congratulations to you two. Congratulations to DJ Phil for the most pit stops of the night. We'll give him that one. Driver of the day in my eyes was PM Motorsport, but I think majority voted for Gary. So congratulations to Gary. That is it from us here at F1. Make sure you tune in on a Wednesday night when myself will be back in the commentary box with KLF, as well as we will be commentating on round 5 of the season at Fuji, and then join Matt Imovic and Nikki if he decides to actually wake up on Thursday night for the pros. And in 2 weeks time it will be the World Endurance Championship as well, so tune in for that. But from us here, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified, and we will see you in a week's time at Azerbaijan. Good night.
think